Hello, my name is Brian Chilton, the founder of Bellator Christi Ministries. In 2012, I began this ministry as an online outreach for individuals who desire to deepen their faith and for those who have questions concerning the truth of the Christian worldview. The ministry is deeply ingrained with my own personal testimony. In the late 90s, I suffered from doubts concerning the historical nature of Jesus' resurrection and the trustworthiness of Scripture. When I asked questions from some of my Christian friends, I was met with hostility and disdain. With no one to help me with the questions I had, I drifted from my faith and became an agnostic. In 2005, by God's grace, I entered a bookstore in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, by what I later understood to be the Spirit's prompting. There I came across the works of Josh McDowell and Lee Strobel. Their books introduced me to the likes of Gary Habermas and William Lane Craig, individuals who answered my most pressing questions. However, my journey took me 7 years in a doubt, which could have easily been settled had someone invested their time in me to lovingly help me with my questions. Fast forward several years, I found myself in ministry and back at the same bookstore when I came across two young men who were in deep theological discussions. When I invited myself into their conversation, they were stunned to learn that I was a pastor. They said no one will talk about these issues with us. Bellator Christi Ministries seeks to correct the issues I faced in my own life. The term Bellator Christi is Latin for warrior of Christ. We believe that Christianity has the best answers for life's most pressing questions. Therefore, we take up the shield of apologetics, defending the faith against false accusations and faulty understandings, and the sword of theology by teaching people what Christian theology is all about. God has blessed this ministry in many ways. The articles on BellatorChristi.com have been featured on moralapologetics.com, crossexamine.org, and many other platforms. We have reached nearly every nation for Christ, except for 7 nations. We have a weekly podcast, which has even been listed in the top 100 religious podcasts in the nation of Australia, of all places. In the late fall of 2019, the Bellator Christi podcast added Curtis Evelo as its co-host. Together, Curtis and Brian have been blessed to interview numerous guests and to discuss among themselves the deep issues of the faith. But now Bellator Christi finds itself at a crossroads. God has opened the doors for us to further this ministry, but the only thing holding us back now is finances. That is where we need your help. If you would consider helping this ministry financially, please contact myself or Curtis Evelo. We are hoping to post video content on our YouTube channel in addition to our weekly audio podcast. Plus, we would like to attend conferences in the future in which our ministry may have a presence. From the very beginning, I was hesitant to ever ask for financial help, but at this juncture we have no choice but to ask the people of God to consider partnering with us as we seek to further this ministry. May God richly bless you and keep you. We will continue to take up the sword of theology and the shield of apologetics as we take Christian truth into the arena of ideas.